In this video, we are going to study about addition and subtraction of natural numbers, as you understand from the title. Here, instead of we have started with the definitions at the beginning of the year, and we know what is how to read the addition, what is the addend, what is the sum. Instead of that one, in this part, we are going to concentrate how to add the numbers. Here we have two numbers and we are going to add them to downward, and how to find the result here. This is the important part for us. And here, when you add 94 and 27, we are going to add the digits one by one. Units we are going to add, then we are going to add the tens together. If we have more than 10, because when you write 4 and 7, when you add 4 and 7, the result is going to be equal to 11. But it's not possible to write 11 here, because you need to write only one digit. And if you are going to do this operation here, you should write 1. We are writing the 1 and 4 and 7, it's equal to 11. 4 plus 7, it's equal to 11, and we are writing only the last digit of this number, and this one, it's going to be added to the last part. This one, it's going to be added to the last part, the last two digits. 1 plus 9 is equal to 10, plus 2 is equal to 12, and this is the last part. That's why we can write directly the term here. 121 is the sum of the two addends. Here, the second addition, 681 plus 437. 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. We don't have any extra. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11 again, and 1 is here. 1 in the hand also we are writing, and this one, it's going to add it to the next digits. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 4, it's going to be again 11, and this time the operation finished. That's why you are going to write two digits together like 11, and the answer is going to be 1118 of this addition. Okay, here we are going to find, this is going to be class work. We are going to solve this question in the class, but we are going to find the missing digits here. So it means that we are going to try to understand what is the missing digit here. As we remember from the previous question, when you add two numbers, if you get number greater than 10, you are writing the last digit only. And like 21, the last digit is going to be equal to 1 here. But when you add a number by 8, the result, if it is 1, it means that this sum is more than 10. How did I understand? Because if you add the digits like 8 and 1, the result is 9, and you are writing here 9 only. If it is more than 8 and something, if the result is greater than that one, it means that this number, the sum, is greater than 10. So if it is 1, it can be 11 or 21, pardon. It can be 11 and 21. But when you add two digits, the maximum number can be 9 plus 9, which is equal to 18. So the maximum sum of two digits is 18, and this number is less than 9. So 8 plus something must be less than 18, which is equal to 11. So 21 cannot be. Okay, then what is the number that gives us 11 when you add by 8 is 3. So 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. We should do like this. And the same thing, because the number added to 9, if it is giving 2, it means that that's not 9. So here the number, it should be equal to 9, and I think here again the number must be 3, because it should be 2 Why 2? Because 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. And from the previous addition, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. And we have 1 here. 1 plus 2 plus 9 is equal to 12. It's going to be. And 2 is here. Then we are going to continue with this one. This time we are going to add, and we are going to find the result is equal to 0. So this means this number, it should be 5. But actually we have 1 also here. So this number, it should be equal to 4, because 1 plus 4 is equal to 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. The result is here 0, and the number what it should be here is 1. So the numbers, actually, when I clean the other part here, the numbers are 428 plus 593. It must be 93. I need to write a bit better, maybe. 593 it must be. And the second question, it's going to be class work for us in the classroom. Okay, the next exercise, these are the properties of the addition. What is closure property? The sum, if it is in the natural number, the result of the sum, if it is in the natural number, the addition, it's called closed in natural numbers. Closure property, the name of the property. So addition is closed. Commutative means you may interchange the numbers. 6 plus 3, 3 plus 6, they are giving the same result. And associative property means you can group the terms. So 4 plus 8 plus 7 can be written 4 plus 8, or 8 plus 7, then plus 4 can be. 4 plus 8 is equal to 12, 12 plus 7, 19. 4 plus 8 plus 7 is equal to 15, then plus 4, 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 4 is going to be equal to 19, and this property is called associative property. Okay, the second operation is subtraction. From the definitions, again, from the first 3 lessons, we know that these are, the name of the terms are minuend, subtrahend, and difference. And how we are doing, we are going to concentrate how we are doing the subtraction. Here we are going to subtract. In addition, we are adding the terms. In subtraction, we are going to subtract the terms. From 3, if you subtract 1, the result is going to be equal to 2. From 7, if you subtract the 4, the result is going to be 32. The result is going to be 3. So the result of this subtraction, it's going to be equal to 32. Here, this is the second exercise. From 5, when you subtract 3, it's going to be 2. And in this case is important because from 6, 9, it's not possible to subtract. So you should get 1/10. Actually, I'm getting 1, but when I get 1/10 I'm getting, so this number becomes 16. And 16 minus 9, it's going to be equal to, when I get 1 from here, I'm going to get 16. 16 minus 9, it's going to be equal to 7. And the result here, because this number, it's going to be equal to 2 now, and this is going to be 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. The result is equal to 72. If there is 0 at the beginning of the number, we are not reading, you know that one. So the answer is equal to 72. It must be. Okay, here we are going to try to guess the numbers again. From 7, what we subtract, and the result will be equal to 3. If you know the numbers well, you know that this is going to be 4. 7 minus 4, it's going to be equal to 3. This was the easiest one. Here, this can be equal to 6, because when you subtract this from 6 to, the result will be equal to 4. But this part a bit specific, because from 3, when you subtract the number, the result cannot be 8. So this number must be bigger than 3, and we should go to other side and we should take 1. When we take 1, this number becomes 13, and from 13 what we subtract, the result will be equal to 8. From 13, when you subtract 4, the result will be equal to from 13, because when you get 1 from this side, this number becomes 13, and from 13 when you subtract 4, the result will be from 12 when you from 13 when you subtract 5, the result will be 8. Sorry, I made a mistake here. When you subtract 5, the result will be 8. So this number must be 5. What about this number? This number, it's going to be, when you finish the operation, if there is no number under the number, directly it's taken down, but this number, it's 5, and do not forget that you got 1 from this number, so this number must be 6. Why 6? Again, I'm repeating, because 1 digit before we got 1 from the previous one, so 1 from the previous one, this 3 becomes 13, and 13 minus 5, it was equal to 8. So the number here 6 it must be, because when you take 6 from 6 1, the result will be, when you write it down, it should be equal to 5. Now I'm going to talk about the properties of the subtraction in natural numbers. In natural numbers, we are understanding that the subtraction is not closed, because 3 minus 8, when you choose the second number bigger than the first one, the result is going to be negative, and the negative numbers, they are not element of the natural numbers. That's why it is not closed. If you remember, the result must be inside the natural number, then you can say it's closed. And the second property is commutative property, and we are understanding that the subtraction is not commutative, because when you replace the numbers, you are changing the value of the result. 5 minus 3, when it's equal to 2, 3 minus 5, it becomes minus 2, and the results, they are not equal to each other. So this is not the subtraction is not commutative in natural numbers. And the last one is the set of natural numbers is not associative, because when you group the terms, you are getting different results. When you group firstly 5 and 2, the result is going to be 3, then 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. But when you group firstly 9 and 5, the 9 minus 5 is equal to 4, then the 4 minus 2 is going to be equal to 2. So as you see, you cannot group them, and there is no associative property in subtraction.